going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific
quick
win.
Announcement today that
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
There's the whistle. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly
contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Carreras. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his...
And the shot has fallen kindly here. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Madueke. Oh, that's neat. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
Gyökeres! And yes, it's there!
Accurately finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passes short and sharp. Great ball, and he's in. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Eze. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vinicius Junior might just make this. Valverde. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zubimendi. Tchouaméni. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Mbappe. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tchouaméni. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Great vision. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Madueke. That's a good run he's making there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. Bellingham. And Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo. That's an excellent interception. Saka. Rice. Tidy with his distribution. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Oh, such a clever touch. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back underway then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Bellingham.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rodrigo. He's on it, can he get away? Now that's a lovely... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order!
Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And that is well cleared. Rodrigo. Saka. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Gyökeres has got himself a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. Madueke. Rodrigo. And it's Eze. And he's lost his man here. Shoots! It's a goal! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Number 7.
Arsenal now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tchouaméni, and it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior, Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Eze producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tchouaméni closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's in a great position here. That'll do under the circumstances. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really.
Junior, and it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been cut short. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Rice. That's Eze. Eze.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rice. Rodrigo, who's set up one goal so far. It's played through for him. Martinelli. Rice, well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Rodrigo. Calafiori to Martinelli. And it's Zubimendi. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Eze! Eze! Oh, what has happened here? And again! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And it's Timber. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it across. Tries to get it clear. And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave. Madueke! Oh, that was no routine save.
Madueke actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Calafiori. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed by the progress made by...
Can he finish? There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Bellingham. He might be in here! That's good play. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he can thump it away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carreras does well to get it back. Gyökeres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Madueke. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He won't be happy with that one. Eze.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Saka. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rodrigo. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze. And he's picked it up out wide. Madueke. Eze. Oh, that's fabulous. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the finish! Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Madueke. Aims beyond the defence. Doesn't quite get there. Carreras. It's Bellingham. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Strokes it back. And it's Zubimendi. Gyökeres. Madueke. And here's Mbappe. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Great chance! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's going wide left. Done delicately. That's beautifully weighted. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Carreras. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. And no, he's seen through all of that. Madueke. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eze. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and
There will be 1
evident
minute added
annoyance.
time.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that signals the end of the first period. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have
And
worked out
please
pretty
welcome
well
our
so
match to
far,
the field.
Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the score. And so the action is resumed. Madueke receives him in a wide position. Bellingham. Eze. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Zubimendi.
Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rice. And here's Saka. Rice. Oh, great leap! And that's a good finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping it shapes to shoot!
And that's a tidy finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Wriggles his way through, and it's Eze. Zubimendi.
The attendance for this match
That's a good
was
intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's found the way through. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Madueke. Well, they can break here. Rice. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Carreras. Eze. Rice, who's set up one goal so far. Eze. Eze powering forward here. Eze. Bellingham. Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Mbappe might just make this. Well, they've put it back in a hurry. And he skips past his man. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pinches it off him. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Eze really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Chouameni, Rudiger, Alexander-Arnold. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So we have movement on both benches.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Replace him is number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. Substitution.
Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Zubimendi. And Gabriel. Martinelli. And it's Eze. Played out wide. Martinelli. Goulet. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Well, played right into his path. He is through here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Calafiori defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Gets a good foot in there. Rice. Zubimendi. Now there's a fine ball. Madueke makes a move down the right.
Eze really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Goulet.
2 added minutes.
Just
has been
eases him off the
indicated.
ball. Eze to Martinelli. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And time is up. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case, so I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
So we're very much on the way now. France have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Doué. And that's a... Can he finish? But he's left disappointed.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he cuts out the supply. Doué. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni with the foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. That was mighty close. Somewhat off target. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham. Now it's Dembele. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Could move up a gear here. Mbappe, rapid and full of intent. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rodrigo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde, and the counter is on. Tchouaméni. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Over to the right flank. That is good alertness. Upamecano goes back to front. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Good ball, good... Mbappe! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Kante cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now that's a fine challenge. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Dembele. He has found the way through. Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Some really good ball movement. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but...
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Madrid looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
France with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. There's the delivery. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. This is a promising build-up.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tchouaméni, now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's Dembele, and they can counter here. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Valverde. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And it's played in. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kante is offering a wry smile there.
France have their second corner now. Tchouaméni with the short one. Showing good feet.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
shot! Conte. And now the breakaway. Tchouaméni running with the ball. Tchouaméni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Dembele. Played out wide. Conte. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Conte. Oh, it's Dembele. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Madrid leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Doué. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rodrigo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Mbappe touches it back, and he has been fouled there.
Changement pour la France.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And it's the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Le numéro 20, le numéro 6, changement en cours.
Oh, what a ball! Camavinga, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's really well cleared. Well seen, saw that. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of this. Goes for goal! And it's Tchouaméni. Conte. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonal.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
He is through here. And that's a good ball. It's loose. And one more try. And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Eder Militao. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
It's Dembele! Oh, good take in a good area. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodrigo. Valverde. Bellingham takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
There's the shot! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Alex, oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
That's an excellent interception. And the counter is on. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide, and it's Doué. Dembele. Lovely feet. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gets a good foot in there. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Dembele. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. And here's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Shot a goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And it's Valverde. Now, can they get him a chance? And yes, it's there! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing.
3 minutes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see.
Big chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Valverde. That's a good ball out wide. Good read, needed to be. And for the first half, that is that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
Decent chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. No way through. Tchouaméni, Doué. Vinicius Junior. Nicely shaped ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Mbappe. Conte. Kante was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe gets into a good position. He's having a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Tchouaméni picks it up from the goal kick. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has not gone well. Koundé cuts it out. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. And it's Tchouaméni. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's straight offside. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Rodrigo, looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Valverde demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, what a game.
Mbappe!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Tchouaméni plays it short.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Tchouaméni, that's a little off target. And he's in on goal! Oh, and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Madrid have their third corner. Tchouaméni with the short one. Now it's Tchouaméni. Looking for the far post. And that's the keeper's ball. France are looking to go forward now. Rodrigo is onto this. Koundé. Olise. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Olise. Dembele. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the shoots!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rodrigo. Skims one in.
1 minute.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Carreras is fouled. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24. Le numéro
90
8.
minutes gone and nothing between them still.
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le
He's
numéro
shifting
6.
through the gears
Le
here.
numéro 20. Changement en cours.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulet. It's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
France have the chance to go the other way. Carreras gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Camavinga. Goulet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Barcola. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Carreras. Now it's Rodrigo. He's in a great position here. Camavinga. Good take. And the finish! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Nicked it back promptly. Brahim Diaz. Searching pass he's played there. He's got away. And he's heaved it away. So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Well, they are already up and running again. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. It's a pretty loose pass. Kante cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Barcola. Camavinga. Knocks it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Mignon claims comfortably. And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, surely! And that's a tiny finish. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Quite a game this, all square again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Dembele.
Une minute.
He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Upamecano makes the interception. Always onto this. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Madrid take this the distance.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. And he duly obliges.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Up steps the man with the armband. Oh, quite remarkable miss.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
France are looking for comfort. Of course, 2 up.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Madrid really cannot miss this. Made it look easy.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
France are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, you're not going to save that. Will that prove decisive?
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. No! Denied remarkably! That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
Oh, no! And that is just about that. Madrid fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing.
He's having a pop! That's got him rattled. Carreras. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Wriggles his way through. Rodrigo. That's Valverde. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of...
Doué! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Bellingham. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Out of play for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Valverde. It's Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. France have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Doué.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. Valverde. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Alexander-Arnold does really well there. He is strong. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is good strength. Doué. Olise. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Valverde. Conte. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Bellingham, looking for the run. It's played through for him. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham is onto this. That's a good run down the left. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tchouaméni. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Koundé, Doué. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a good ball out wide. Olise. He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France really are good at what they're doing.
That could spell trouble. This is Dembele. Rodrigo. Valverde. Bellingham.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Doué. Now it's Dembele. He's having a shot! Nearly, but not quite. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Valverde. Oh, super ball. And that's... Can he finish? Doué. Quality ball. Now it's Dembele. Traoré. Oh, that's a key interception. He's played it back.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kante wins the duel this time. That's good running with the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. Doué. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. And it's Hernandez. Tchouaméni has it in a wide position. Oh, well played. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's been hooked away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice sequence of passes, this. Upamecano. Here's Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's quick to return it. Great vision. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Changement pour la France.
The desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Koundé. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. He's through here. Great chance! And he's stuck it away. And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now he's got space here. Conte. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Barcola. He's a sharp little ball here. And back to the keeper they go. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Upamecano kept his eye on it. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Vinicius Junior voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant...
Doué! Oh, cracking effort.
Doué certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Eder Militao. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior is onto this. And that has sent him sprawling. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Valverde. Oh, it's Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now, can they get him away? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries to pass it through, and he was alert to it. Hernandez. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Doué. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Carreras did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Conte. And here's Doué. Now it's Olise. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Conte. And he's well positioned here. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that was well positioned.
He won't be happy with that one. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Doué. Olise. And he's had it nicked away. Spread it left.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Tchouaméni. Olise. Oh, that's well spotted. What's going wide left? Oh, nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And it's Conte. Doué. Space for him to turn and look. Just eases him off the ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Doué. Conte. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. That has not gone well. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostility, it's Dembélé! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Passing is crisp and sharp. Doué. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, it's Dembélé. And it's Dembélé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's found a way past. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Courtois gets it away. Pinches it off him. Well, that is one way to stop him. Dembélé. Tchouaméni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is good progress on the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise finding himself in space. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. How they've waited. Now they have it. The movement so precise. the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough. Bellingham! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Rodrigo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Bellingham. Some resolute defending there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Tchouaméni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That has been cut short. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. He's found... Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Madrid cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's chosen to go back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Conte. I think we're just about done here. What a throw in. He's picked his way through. Conte. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Howson spots it and intercepts. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Dembele.
Might want to be careful there.
Carreras. Now it's Mbappe. Mastantuono. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. That's the end. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Mbappe. That has been cut short. Carreras promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodrigo. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Salih...
Decent chance! Goal! France! And France are in front! That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vinicius Junior! Conte. It's a really well-measured ball. That's good running with the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Nicely spread. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Valverde. Oh, that's fabulous. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte, distributed tidily. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham spots it and intercepts. And here's Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's having a good look here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Olise! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's been cut out, well played. Not much subtlety about that challenge. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Delivers with whip. Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Olise. Not the most convincing of passes. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
France are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And so the action is resumed. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodrigo is onto this. Maignan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Tchouaméni. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That has been slung wide. And it's Tchouaméni looking for the run. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Mbappe. Big chance! And that is well cleared. Tchouaméni. France in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Oh, super! There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Takes a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Oh, it's Dembele. Very nicely done. Tchouaméni. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's played it in low. Bellingham. And it's slung out wide.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Vinicius Junior!
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Valverde. Nicely weighted ball. Tchouaméni with the slide tackle there. Conte. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's chosen to go back. Conte. Doué. Good ball over the top. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Conte. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Another chance from a corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. France have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No way through. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Well taken goal. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get rid. And that is as far as it goes. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
France clearly came into this match with a good game.